Hello, good morning. How is everybody?
Hiya.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. We had a fabulous weekend this weekend with festival. Thank you to everybody that came along and joined us on our couple of days. Brilliant couple of days. We did wax, we did soap making, we did painting, we did spraying, all sorts of loveliness. So thank you to each and every one of you that came along. You all had a lovely day. It was a little warm, but
Yes,
it's
it was a bit warm
today.
I know, right? Stay indoors.
Stay indoors. Come and stop with us because it's better indoors than it is at 36 today, apparently.
That's just, what's going on?
I know, it's
I don't
mad.
think I've ever even...
Mad.
Not this time of year, wow.
Anyway, so make sure you keep hydrated, okay? Loads of drinks. And I don't mean the gins, ladies and gentlemen. Keep water is what I'm saying.
Well, depends.
Depends on where you are in the world. It may be after the yard arm and you
Maybe
might be
5
having
o'clock
a little bit
somewhere.
of a sparkly Prosecco. So welcome. Thank you to everybody, our lovely Stephanie, for the sublimation mug printing this morning. And you had a little bit of a sneaky peek of something that David's bringing to you. In this show, you've got, are these the ones? Or
Sorry?
using the rice papers.
Oh, yes,
So you're going to have another sneaky peek. Okay. So as and when we launch David's new rice papers next, is it
11 a.m.
11. Fastest fingers first, because I'm just going to say they're beautiful. Okay. So how do you shop and watch? Well, you're already out there because we can see that you're with us. I'm going to say a quick hello. We've got Arlene, Janet, Amanda, Audrey, Pat, Barbara, Davina. Oh, Ria. Oh, that's a new one. Morning, Ria. If you're somebody new that's joining us,
let us know.
Yeah, put in the comments that you've just come across us and you found us this morning. So welcome, one and all. So watching us on Facebook and Instagram, you can also watch us on YouTube and also live on our website, which is fantastic, okay? And on the website, you can also shop ahead for the day on today's deals. There's a little button, shop today's deals. Click on that. It shows you everything all day long, which is amazing. So if you want to shop ahead, please do so. If you're not already a member, please also become a member because it's free and you get so many added benefits for doing that. You get discounts, you get points, your £35 shipping as well, which is amazing instead of £50.
Don't worry, it's not £35 for shipping.
No, you spend £35 and above. If your basket spend, once your points in it up, once your discounts have come off, is £35 and over, it's free postage, okay? Without being in the club, you have to get that to £50 before free postage. So there's many, many added benefits and bonuses of becoming a member. And again, it's free. And it's not free and you get discounts on your first order. It's on all of your orders. Because sometimes they get you at the till, don't they? Oh, would you like to become a member? And you get a percentage off on your first order. And then after that, you just accumulate points. Not here. You get your discount all the time, which is brilliant. And then, of course, how to shop. So we'll stay with the website because that's what we're talking about. When you're on the website and you're watching us live, on the screen, down the side, all of the codes for all of the lovely little...
all of the items?
Items, thank you, forgot the word, is listed down the side. When you think, actually, I really like that, that's going in my basket, click the item and click add to basket. That is that easy, okay? On the screen, you'll get a little red shopping bag, and the little red shopping bag will tick up. Morning, Emily. Will tick up, okay? When you're ready for checking out, click the shopping bag, log in and check out. Super, super simple. Absolutely brilliant, okay? On the Instagram and Facebook, we give you a shop code. So as we're going through all of the items and the lovely Amber that's producing on the screen, as you can say at the moment, it says shop foil. In the comments below, type shop foil. You'll get a message into your direct messaging from us to say thank you very much for your order. When you've finished your shopping at the end of the show and you want to log out, click one of our messages from us, click the link, log in and check out. It is that easy. This social media shopping, it's a bit good, isn't it, David?
Just a little bit, yeah. It's a bit amazing.
It is a bit amazing. So we're going to start at the beginning, over this way.
Should we do it? Okie dokie.
We are.
Well, we're starting with the foil pens.
We
and
are.
foil pen, Amanda, you've worked with, well, so much. You've worked with
love
the
this.
foil pen.
Yep.
It's one of your, go-to products.
It is a favourite, and it's because it goes onto so many substrates. And like we've been saying just recently, when we bring you just one more item that then reinvigorates so many other things, okay? So your foil will go on to, if you do pyrography, you can add foil elements to it, okay? You can foil onto your watercolours, you can use it through all of your stencils. So if you are now somebody that's got lots of stencils at home, our particular stencils, you can use the foil nib because it doesn't melt the stencil. If you've got somebody else's, just test it in the corner to make sure that it doesn't melt your stencil. Just a little bit of advice, if you've got metal stencils, don't use this through it. Draw through your stencil first with a pencil, then go over with your foiling pen with a light board. Because if you do, they're brass nibs and they will ruin your nibs because the metal will cut into your brass nib, okay? If you're a stamper, stamp out your images, and again with the light board showing through the light, you can foil any, so all your stamps, your stencils,
Everything.
onto different mediums, onto your rice papers, which our lovely David's got this morning. Oh, they're beautiful.
I'm excited
All
for
of
that.
those different mediums that we've got. It even goes onto your acetate. Okay?
There's not really anything. I mean, I've even gone on to candles with this.
Yes.
It goes onto so many different surfaces, but what I find incredibly exciting, and we've continued with this price for you for Christmas, because we've had it at the best ever, and of course deals that we've not even brought to consumer shows before.
Nope.
And it's actually, I mean, Amanda, $34.99 for 2 foiling pens.
That is phenomenal.
How does that even make sense?
I've no idea, because it should be $69.99 for the pair of them, okay? That is a phenomenal deal, absolutely crazy deal that we're bringing you. Now, do you want a pair of scissors to open that?
It's all right, I'm in there.
You're in.
We're in there.
We're in.
Okay, so what you're actually going to receive is 2 of everything we're about to share with you. Okay, so you're going to get the outer casing, so the carry case for the foil pen. You can keep the card box if you want to, it's good for reference. Now inside here, you're automatically going to get a roll of gold and a roll of silver. Now is it 1.5 or 3 on each?
There's 3 meters on each.
So you're going to get 6 meters within each box, meaning of course 12 meters in total of craft foil, which is heat transferable. You're then also going to get your USB powered foil pen. Now this will go into either a charging port, it will go into a computer tower, a power bank. It's very, very low wattage and energy consumption. As soon as you've plugged it in, you want to put your click the button, the on button, and it will be red. As soon as it gets warm, it will be green and ready to use. Now there is also a retractable collar that's spring loaded just at the tip here, and that's for your interchangeable nibs. Now we do have for you inside the kit 2 nibs with it, okay? You've got your larger and your much narrower one. Now these specifically were altered to give you even finer and more precise results. A lot of our stencils are designed for the channel width of these nibs as well. These literally lock into place, but we're giving you 2 in this bundle, which means you could set up both pens with both nibs, which makes it even better. You also do get a stand to keep the tip elevated away from the surface so you're not burning anything, but you're getting 2 foiling pens for $34.99.
Which is crazy.
So on their own, I believe, are they $39.99 on their own? So essentially what we're doing is we're giving you 1 for free and 1 for $34.99. That is a ridiculous deal.
Really?
So
really
it's
a little
like,
bit.
on its own, you're paying you'd pay just under 40 quid, but you're paying just under 35 for 2.
Absolutely a phenomenal deal. So you are getting both of them, which again, it will double up. Sorry? Say again? Our lovely Sam has come in.
Sam bless her, has just come in and she's just gone.
And we were like, are you coming to sit with us? Or?
I was like, she ain't getting away with this.
No, absolutely not.
I'm just sitting up next door. I wanted to know if you wanted to sit down area.
That's better.
What show is it?
What show are we on? I don't know.
I don't think I'm back on at 11.
I was mounting on.
It's all right, thank you.
Mayhem resumes. It's
Mayhem
Monday morning,
resumes.
everybody. Absolutely. Monday mornings wouldn't be the same without a little
There's
bit
a lot of
mayhem.
coffee flowing,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
But of course, the star of the show is the foils themselves. You're going to get 2 foil pens, your gold and silver foils, which are fundamental, of course, to add any glistening accent to any creation.
Yeah, beautiful.
Papercraft card making, whether it's, we're going to show it you all over at demo as well.
So then, obviously, you do get all of that foil within your foiling pens. But if you're wanting an alternative, we've then got on to the other foils. So here we have our lovely foil. So this one is Shop Classic. Okay, I'm going to turn that over so you can see the colours. Got a beautiful brass, and it's like a brushed steel finish. You've got another roll of gold. You've got rose gold, silver, and this is stunning.
It's like a dark chocolate.
It is like a chocolate effect. It's beautiful. 3 meters again on each roll. Okay, so that is now adding another 25 meters. Is that right?
I would have guessed.
3
Yeah.
fives.
Yeah. That's 15 meters, right?
15. 3 fives? 15 meters.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But then with
Yeah.
everything else, that's a lot.
Emily's
okay?
like, yes, guys.
Yes, guys.
3 times 5 is 15.
Emily, it's been a long weekend. Okay? Just saying. And then we've got our glow. So if you want to go for the classics, Shop Classic, then we've got Shop Glow. And as you can see, these are lush. You've got that beautiful pink. You've got your rainbow. Again, you've got a little bit of a coppery one, come maybe rose gold. The silver is your Aurora Borealis, so it's an interference silver.
It is.
And then you've got 2 different golds. You've got a warm gold and more of a classic gold.
It's like a champagne,
it
that
is like
one.
a champagne. Absolutely gorgeous. So that is Shop Glow for $14.99.
All of these foils that we're sharing with you as well during the show do also work with your Cadence, Heat Transfer Medium and your Metal Leaf Mixion. So in the Makeover Monday show that we've got coming up today for you, hang fire and wait for the show. But you can, of course, or you can shop ahead if you're on the website,
yes.
absolutely. But bear in mind, all of these foils will work with that Heat Transfer Medium, which is back in stock. I know.
Just saying. Moving on to the next one, Intense. So Shop Glow. Is this Shop Glow? No, this is Shop Intense, isn't it? We've just done Glow. This one, again, we're changing the colourway. So if you want all of the colours, this is where you're going to come and get them. So you've got the beautiful blue, black. I love the black because it's almost like you've used an embossing powder without all the mess, which is amazing. Christmas red. Christmas green, yeah, lovely silver, and it's like a brush silver again, and that beautiful cerise pink, absolutely stunning. So again, for those, you've got a saving on there, and it's $14.99, stunning. But if you're getting ready for Christmas and you want a bit of glitter on there, a bit of bling, that is where you're going to get your Christmas red and red green from, which is
absolutely
beautiful.
they're the ones to shop for. And of course, these are not toner foils, they are all heat transferable foils. You could still use these particular foils with things like red liner tape.
Yes.
Strong adhesives will still work with this, with the heat transfer mediums.
Yes.
But remember, if you're going to pop these through onto a sheet of toner printed images, such as your tattered lace, it will just transfer the entire foil onto the whole sheet because it's heat transferable. So it won't grab to a particular area of toner.
No. Absolutely not. So the next one, we have got a stencil bundle. I'm just going to open this up.
Well, this for you is a mystery bundle, so everyone will vary.
Shut in the dark.
So, what was that?
I'm singing It's a Mystery.
Oh. So, inside here, you have got a full mystery stencil pack.
ABC.
Now,
this alphabet is beautiful.
You're going to get 10 pieces inside here, Amanda. 10 different stencils.
For £20. So 10 divided by 20 is 2. Each one of these is £2. Yeah, whatever.
I was like, that's going to take me a while to figure out.
Whatever.
Basically, it's a real good deal.
It's a very good deal. £2 a stencil.
£2 a stencil. Now, they're going to vary from A5 to A6 inside there and also to A4.
So you've got the alphabet in this one. So again, they will all vary. Then you've got, look at that. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So you may get that one.
Uh-huh.
We've got a script, which again is stunning. So you can do your backgrounds. Okay. We've got some mark making.
Ooh,
so
like
if you're wanting to do your mandalas, and these you can use them on any of your substrates, whether it be, let me think, you know when you do your little pebble doing and things like that and all your dotting, you can use that one with.
Yeah.
Then on here, This one,
Oh, it's a Christmas poinsettia.
it's a set of stencils in this one.
It is
so
a
there's
select,
not one,
yes.
there's two. So that one is your stencil, and the one in the background is your embossing stencil, okay?
So that means in this kit, in this mystery set, you're going to actually get kits of stencils, not
are.
just individual ones as well.
Absolutely not. And then in this one, there are 4 stencils in this pack, okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to get another alphabet, okay? And I love that you get the ampersand, so you get the and and things like that. That's how you say it.
Can we hear that again? I want to hear that again. I know, yeah, it was like everyone is interested in the comments. Is it buffering? I've got a bad connection. There's just a man going, here. What did you do?
Smack him.
Please do it again.
You've got your unds, second und. You've got your third. You've got your 13th, yeah, and your firsts.
I'm sorry, but
But
that was
there's
hilarious.
4, okay? They're your ordinals if you didn't know what they were called.
Well, we know how they sound.
Yes, they're what
so-
they sound. So you've got upper and lower case, you've got your numbers, ordinals, and then you've got some lovely little corners and embellishments. So there's 4 in that one, there's 2 in that one. So you're getting, whoop,
All of those.
£2 a set.
£20, Amanda. Oh, don't fall in the bin.
Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think I need to go home and come back.
We're fine. We're good.
Don't you think? Do you think? Do I have your permission at home to just go home and start my day again and then just come back in?
We'll just plug you back in. For 10
I
minutes
just need
afterwards,
charging.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's what it is. Where's my coffee? Oh,
I
that'd
don't
help.
know. So that
There you
is
go.
for you. Shop stencil. That is £20, and you're going to get 10 pieces inside there. It'll vary from A4s to A5s to A6s. Again, you've got different designs, a complete combination. It is a mystery as well. So the example that we've shared with you here today, yours could be different at home, but you know that you're going to get 10 individual pieces, which is incredible. I mean, you can pay for a stencil this size on its own more than £8.99.
Oh yeah,
So you're paying £20 for 10.
for 10.
Different
Which
sizes.
makes it £2 a stencil. My mathematics aren't amazing today, but I know when I've got a deal.
Absolutely. Right,
Moving
okay.
on.
So, should we have a look at something else?
Are we going to black?
Let's go and have a black
Shop
card.
black. Oh, this is lovely.
Well, this has been added to the show purposely for, of course, if you're going to go with your foiling. This is true. But obviously, when you're working with your foiling, you want something that's going to contrast well, and black card is a great substrate to practice on. Now, inside here, you're going to get 50 sheets in total. It's 180 GSM, so it's a great weight to work with. It's great for card making, paper craft. It's solid core as well. I'm going to say, giving a nice draft to the room there.
Would you like me to do that again, Emily?
Every single
Yeah.
one of those sheets was so different.
I know. There was the black,
Look at the
and then
variation.
the black. There was a black and then a black. Did you know? How many sheets are we getting again? 50?
180 GSM, 50 sheets in total, A4 in size. We actually source this one specifically not only for hot foiling, but also when Stephanie does decorative painting on here with the painting pages. It's a wonderful smooth card, but it's
really
not
is
too heavy for card making, so it works for both actually. It works
Stunning.
really well, and you'll find yourself using this for not just foiling and painting, but for lots of other crafts
Yeah,
too.
it
Also
is.
embosses really nicely at the same time, so definitely well worth getting. And for that price, $14.99 for 50 sheets of black card.
And card is getting more and more expensive because of the paper mills that, you know, are getting less and
Well,
less paper mills.
absolutely.
And black card, it's like black and your mirror cards and things like that. You specialise printing mediums, and then also your craft card seem to be more expensive, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you
Yeah.
when you say it's black card, if that was a white card bundle, you know what I mean. So that is a bargain. So if you can add multi-buy on that every day of the week, and then maybe multi-buy it and chop one in half, so you've got your A5s.
Ooh, yeah, you could do. That's a good idea.
Which is fantastic again for if you're doing your painting. If you're on Stephanie's painting journey, you need that as well because she uses it. Now, when you're making your cards, or you're doing your die cutting, or you've got beads and all that kind of stuff floating around on your desk, this is a staple that you need. And again, this is one of the, I'm not going to say, it's the boring stuff. You know, when you make your cards, you have to have tape, you have to have glue.
Yeah.
Okay? That's, otherwise it all doesn't stay on the card. Tried, it just falls off. So you need the boring thing. And again, These are really handy, but it's the boring stuff.
Well, it isn't. It's one of those things where it's fundamental in your stash. You're going to use them day in and day out,
Yes.
but they help you in your crafting, so it
Yes.
actually makes the whole experience far more enjoyable.
But when you get a deal on this,
Yes.
and you need, so get the deals while we've got it on, such as the tape and stuff like this, and your card blanks, etc. Because then your other money goes on to the nice stuff, which is your dies and stuff like that. So in here, you are going to get shop cello for all of this. It's only $24.99, but I'm going to go through how much is in
Have
here.
you seen how much it should be? It
I know.
should be over 50 quid.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're getting 50 C6, and they're all self-seal ready for you. You're getting 50 6x6, okay? Glasses on. 13 by 18, okay? And again, all self-seal. You're getting your 13 by 13 square. Love that you've got the DL, 11 by 20. You've got your C5, which is your A5 cello bags. You've also got 50 of those, so there's 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. We've got another 50 in here of your 19 by 19 squares.
You're getting hundreds.
And then another 50 of your A4s. That is a lot of cello bags. Now, if you are somebody that makes to sell or makes for charity and things like that, it's a must to put your projects in a cello bag, because people rifling through, you want them to have a look at what you've got, but then at the end of the day, you want them also to stay nice and clean. So when they get them out the packet, it looks lovely. And it adds that measure of professionalism if it's in a packet.
I think so, yeah. It does make a difference. It kind of elevates everything a little bit.
Or maybe you're somebody that wants to make and sell a kit. So you might put everything for the card in here, they take it away and they actually stick it together themselves.
It's a good idea. Yeah,
So you could do it like that instead as well. And if you're making and selling and posting, how nice is it for them to get all their cards all individually wrapped like this? It's lovely. So all of that, 1, 2, 3, 400 cello bags for $24.99 is crazy bonkers.
Ooh, Fran says she's putting up a shed. She's going to have to nip off because she's helping hubby put up a new shed. I hope you stay cool, Fran. It's very hot out there today.
Is the shed for you, Fran?
Yeah, is it a craft shed?
Is it for you? Is it? Have you got a craft
either way,
shed?
have a fabulous day.
Yep. Hat, sun cream, hydrate with lots of water.
Right, shall we have a look at this embossed card? And then we can have a quick look at the foil pens in action.
Yes.
Okay.
The embossed card is gorgeous. Now, this is new. Again, if you haven't been watching just recently, you won't have seen this, okay? So we've got set 1 and set 2. So is this one the shop every day, Amber?
So shop every day, I believe, has your stripes in it. Yep.
Yep. So again, look at this. Let's do it this way. Okay, so you've got your stripes, which is like a corrugated.
I love this texture.
It is beautiful. Then you've got your cogs, okay? Then you've got your dots. Love a dot.
Yeah, little polka dots.
Then you've got a brick wall, and these are already embossed for you, and they're A4 fully embossed. Then you've got your diamond. Then you've got this number. Now this, that way around. They try and trick me up all the time. That is just gorgeous. It's beautiful, beautiful weight cardstock as well. So if you haven't got embossing folders, not to worry, because we've already got cardstock that's done for you. So that one is every day. Is that $16.99?
It is.
Wow.
I know, for embossed card as well, Amanda.
I know, right? That is amazing. So now we've got shop floral, and this one, oh, these are beautiful. So you've got lovely ditzy little daisies. Then you've got, it's more, can you see those? How if I go like that, can you see that, darling? Then you've got one that is more of a rose. Then you've got your butterflies, of course. Must have a butterfly in your stash. Then you've got another floral. Then you have got, that's more like a lily-esque kind of look on there. This is one of my favourites, is your hearts, okay? And then we're back to the florals, but let me show you. Something that's really important, obviously with embossing papers, you've got an embossed side, but you get a debossed side as well. And sometimes the debossed side is just as lovely, if not more. Sometimes it's that side that I tend to go for more than anything. So again, all of those new, not seen some of these before. These are reasonably new. So that one is Shop Floral, $16.99. It's 180 GSM for 30 sheets, okay, which is phenomenal, okay? So,
Shall we have a quick recap on the foil pen?
Yes,
and
let's
then
have a foil
I'll show you how it
pen
works.
recap, okay? So remember, there's two. It's an absolute deal, a proper bargain. So you're going to get two of these. It should be, as you can see on the screen, $69.99 for two of them. We've slashed that for you, and you're getting both of them for $34.99. In each box, you've got your foiling pen, you've got a stand, you've got 2 reels of foil, which is gold and silver, 3 meters on each, and also you've got the 2 nibs. Okay, so you can set these up with a nib in each, and then you've got your spare nibs just in case one wanders off. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Thing I absolutely adore about this as well is that it all goes back into this. When you think about, you know, when you've got storage and things and your storage is at a minimum, that's it. That's the footprint of your storage for this, which again is incredible. So, and also, if you don't want to use them both at the same time, you've got one in your to-go kit, one at the caravan if you craft away as well, so you haven't got to remember to take it with you, and then also one in your craft room, which is amazing. Are you ready for me, my lovely?
Yeah, I am.
Now, I'm super excited about this. I'm bringing my drink, and
Yeah,
I'm
bring
going to
your
bring.
chair.
I'm pulling up a chair. I'm going to get
sit with me.
comfortable, like with everybody else. Okay.
Come and get
Move
comfortable.
That across. I am going to come and get comfortable. Now, this is amazing because it's a sneak peek of the new Christmas. So the new Christmas rice papers. Again, this is coming up at 11 with David.
Yeah, we've got 2 hours at 11 o'clock. It's a download, but we do have some printed ones on the show as well. So you'll have all of that to look forward to. Talking about Christmas, Lorraine Bradbury, good morning to you, Lorraine, has just got in touch, and I hope you're well. Hope you had a lovely weekend. David, can I ask, is Christmas just for this week or is it next week as well? Well, we're starting doing Christmas this week. We did do a little bit of Christmas, little snippets of it last week, but throughout, I'm going to say the next couple of weeks, you may see slots of Christmas hours here and there, but you will be the first to know. It will be on social media and it will be on our schedule as well.
And we've got some beautiful dies coming up. We are super excited, absolutely over the moon. So wait till it's just...
Oh,
there you
gorgeous.
go, you see?
These papers are unbelievable.
Look.
Now, what I'm going to do during this show is we're going to foil some with the hot foil pen, and then I'm going to show you in the later show on the Makeover Monday how we can then use those on coasters,
Yes.
on all those different surfaces and make them super special.
When our lovely Sam sorted this for us, didn't he?
Yes.
When he brought these down, you know, when you have that moment with, it's like, oh my word,
Yeah.
These are the chocolate box quintessential oldie worldy
They're nostalgic.
Christmas, very vintage. They're just timeless. They are, this particular one. So now, but it's all about adding your foil to these now.
It is indeed. Now, what I'm going to do is on the show we've got it, and this is the Cadence stencil spray.
It is.
Now, suggesting when you're doing a larger stencil, now these stencils are on later as well, but when you're using them, give it a light mist of stencil spray. You don't need a great amount at all, and it just holds that foil in place underneath the stencil. Okay? So what I'm going to do... Oh, thank you very much. There we go. Thank you, Amanda. Very light mist on the back there. You do not need much at all. A little bit less than you would do if you were actually working with it on a project, such as, you know, mixed media or paints passing through it. No, you're okay. Do you want to prefer it that way? So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick out some of our wonderful foils, and I'm working with the glow and the intense ones for this. And all I'm going to do is cut a segment to size, and you'll actually find yourself using the same piece over and over again. It's kind of like when you use the graphite transfer paper, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You get loads of uses out of one piece because it goes so far. You're only taking off a small section at a time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm working a little bit to an angle here. I've got some tape, right? And I'm going to tape my paper down to my light board from either edge like this, okay? Because I'm going to be adding my foiling to this section. This is, of course, our printable rice paper. So I've popped that in place. I'm then going to form a hinge with our tape as well. for the stencil. Now, I'm going to pop my stencil design just slightly outside of the edge of the print, so it means that the design continues over. And I'm going to use some tape again on the stencil, on the paper and on the board, which will then form that hinge perfectly for us. And just fold it back so you've got a score line on that tape. So now we've got that opens and closes. We're then going to take the foil, and you want to do it so that it's shiny side up. Now, of course, when you're working with the silver, sometimes you just want to double check because both sides are silver, but this is the more polished side.
It is.
So, for example, if you're using gold foil, the gold is showing up. On the inside, you get almost that sort of tin foil colour. Okay, you know, with your tin foil, you've got a glossy and a matte side, should I say. So then you fold that down, smooth it over like this. You could use a squeegee or anything, but then each time you pick that up, it's going to be stuck to the stencil, which means that as you're foiling with it, it's not moving. And of course, if it's a more detailed image, it's not going to be tricky to line up. Absolutely. So with your foil pen, as mentioned earlier, you're going to get 2 foil pens in the bundle. Now, when you turn yours on, automatically the light will go red. And then, of course, once it comes to temperature, it will go green. Now, I've just turned that one literally on and off just there for you, just in a few seconds. Now, within about 10 to 15 seconds, or maybe up to a minute, it will go green again because it will register the thermostat inside there, okay? Now, I've got these all plugged into a USB tower. I mean, these things are great. We've had stuff like this on the shows before. You may have already got yours, but it will just go into USB port.
It will?
Yeah. So you take the, and I'm using the one with the rounded nib, okay? There's one that's much finer, but I'm using the rounded one because it's going to give us quicker surface coverage. And I'm not going to cover every single hole on here. I'm just going to sort of spot foil. So I'm going round the circle. I always go around the outer perimeter first, and then sort of cross hatch on the inside. Just like this. And isn't it fun, Amanda? It's so fun.
Oh, it is really.
But
because to do it properly, you do have to do it quite slow. You have to give it time for the heat of the nib to go through the foil, to activate the glue, to stick it to whatever surface that you're doing it on.
Well,
so when you're doing your bigger projects, it's... But then, if you take your gold foil, your silver foil off of this, you can put in, you've got your hinge, you can change the colour and just lay the stencil back down and have gold and silver spot foil on here. So it's beautiful.
Well, that's the thing, but you might also be watching this and thinking, well, why are you on the light board if it's not on? Well, the light board has now become my foiling station. I just always foil on here. And the reason why I've got it on here is because I'm going to be taking this off and then adding foil to his scarf and other areas where I'm going to need the light. So also, when you're doing this, if I was to turn the light on, I can now see where I have and haven't already foiled, okay? So as soon as you start to foil like this, the light will pass through that foil sheet. It's like magic, okay? It will tell you straight away where you have and haven't been. So every single time we go around through this stencil with that foil pen, we're creating like a little light for us, okay?
And you're not adding a lot of pressure though, are you? It's not like it's really intensive pressure. You're just using it like it would be a pencil or something, aren't you?
Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely. It is the weight of my hand, it's the weight of the tool, which is very minimal, in fact, actually. It's lighter than a pen.
It is.
It's very, very light. All it is a singular heated element inside here that then comes to that little collar, and that is all that's inside there.
And it doesn't get hot, okay? The only element, it gets warm near where your fingers are.
Oh, yeah, that's warm.
But it's not hot, okay?
No.
So you haven't got to worry about that, which again is fantastic. I wouldn't advise, when you switch it off, allow the nib to cool down slightly before you actually take it out, because it does keep hot and keep the heat conducted for a while. Because like I say, they are actually little brass nibs.
Yeah, they do get, the brass tip does get hot, absolutely
it does get hot.
It does. Yeah, it's like a little miniature, well, it doesn't get as hot as an iron, but I can't tell you the exact degrees, but all I know is that I've touched it, and it hurt.
It hurts. It's like somebody a pinprick.
Yeah, it's like, reminds me when my granddad used to make coffee and he'd get out a spoon.
My mum used to do that.
Like that. That's what it reminds me of. So, of course, I'm going around here just doing a touch of spot foiling. Like I said, I'm not going to fill in all the sections because I don't want to cover the whole design with these.
But spot foiling, David, you can now do it at home, because usually spot foiling is a high-end thing that you would have added on to something.
Oh, yeah, it's usually an additional manufacturing process. Now, if we turn this off and we lift it up like this, on our rice paper,
look.
we've then got all of the foiled little snowfall elements on here. So we've done that. I'm going to keep the actual stencil with the foil on elevated, and we're going to grab another one because in our intense and glow, we've got variations of colours, But in our Intense, we've got this wonderful deep red. Now, the deep red is going to work really well. And we've also got the Christmas green. So remember how fundamental these colours are going to be in all of your festive papers. And, of course, all the ones alike for different occasions, but it's going to work really well for this. So the little piece of tape that comes with it, you can either keep those or get rid of them. I tend to usually keep them at the side of my board like that. When I trim a little section off, I say that, and then eventually I end up losing them. Also, as well, if you've got a rotary fabric cutter and a self-healing mat, that's usually my preferred way to cut this stuff, because you literally unroll it like that and just go straight through with a rotary cutter. Yeah, that little piece of tape though, if you hang on to it, it's still tacky and you can use it so it stops them all unravelling like Exhibit A. So what I'm going to do now is put that over the top of our design. Now, we've got no stencil to guide us with this one, have we? And you do get magnets with your light board, but I'm just going to hold this down with the tape either side for the moment, okay? And I'm going to do it so that I've got a piece there and a piece here that I can lift up. Now, going on here to foil his scarf, I have no idea where that scarf is.
Not at the minute.
But then when we add our light through our light board, I can see it and I can see the outline. Now, on the camera, you may find it tricky to pick this up, okay? But I can see it here.
Yeah, it's really quite...
There's no trickery, obviously, because otherwise I would have
known.
known.
Very prominent.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go around the bottom edge of the scarf. Okay, so I'm going to go around the bottom edge just very gently. Then I'm going to lift it back to be able to show you. So I'm going to go, not a continuous pattern, but just down here. There we are, around there, like that. And then what I think I'm going to do, in fact, let's show you what this looks like, because I'm thinking I might actually pretend to use a different colour. So you can see there where I've added the red foil just underneath his scarf, and it's just picked out those little accents, and this is why it's so important. Now, some colours are more translucent than others, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So then if I was to go in, keep the tapes, because we're going to use this foil again. I'm going to keep this little piece to one side.
But look at how little David's used. And when
Next
you put
to
it on the
nothing.
light board,
Yeah.
you can then see where you've used it. So you just move it around and use every little tiny bit of your foil. There's nothing wasted, which is fantastic.
So now I've used the red.
Oh, look.
I've not even cut this piece off. I'm going to keep it so I can re-roll it. But then I'm going to go in here and add a little bit more, just there. And then I'm just following the outline, so you don't have to have any prior experience or skill set to use this piece of equipment, and that's what I love about it.
And you can foil on top of the foil.
Oh yeah, you can do colour on colour, can't you?
You can absolutely do colour on colour. So if you're wanting to then foil and add the flicks like David's done and go back in and add some red flicks as well, absolutely you can, because it doesn't matter that you've put colour down before, it will just go on top of it, which again is phenomenal.
And now,
oh, look.
If I lift this up and shake it towards you, take it towards you, you can now see a scarf has got all that wonderful gold foiling on it, and the red foil, and along with that we've also got the snowfall foil as well. Now in the area, oh see, I just put my hand on my foiling tip. There we go. It is hot.
It's warm.
It's warm. I'm then going to go over all of this foliage area here. So we're actually using all the different colours on one design. So let's take off another bit of our tape.
Now, if you were to buy a piece of rice paper with all of this foiling on top of it,
oh, wow.
It then makes it far more expensive.
Oh, it does. Well, we, of course, shared with you it previously. I'm just going to take a bit of the tack off this tape. There we go. We've shared with you foiled papers, and, of course, they are more of a considered purchase when it comes to the design.
They are.
But making your own is even better.
It is, yeah, absolutely. Because then every time, if you print this rice paper again and again and again, each one can have a different coloured foil on there as well, which is brilliant.
Of course it can. Right, so now I'm using the green. It's like a wonderful sort of, it is a quality street wrapper green, isn't it?
It is.
It's
Christmas
wonderful.
green.
So I'm going to go in on top of all of the little spruce sprigs, I shall call them. And I'm just going to go off in loads of different directions.
Can you imagine if you got holly and you went over all the little red berries and made them all little
there's
red?
Some, I think in here, did I see some? Yeah, there is some little red berries, so I could get the red on there, couldn't I? So I'm just going to go in with that green. But I mean, when it comes down to sentiment, stenciling, you name it, I'm going to grab another paper in a second and we'll do a stencil design so you can see how you can outline an actual image rather than just a small little dot.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's
and
exciting.
Easy.
It's so fun. Oh, it's incredibly
so easy. The only thing you have to remember is when you put the nib in the end of your foil foiling pen that it slots and it's all the way down to the bottom. But look at that.
So now you've got that
How
wonderful green
beautiful.
glisten. You've then got the gold and red on his scarf there, just like that. I'm trying to catch it in the light for you. Of
Look,
course,
there we
it's a
go.
very bright studio. And then we've also got the silver snowballs. You can see those contrasting against the background on there as well for you. And that is how quick and easy this is.
Really quick.
To actually foil.
Yep.
Now, if I was to grab another one, let's have a little look and see what else we've got inside here. This is where it gets exciting.
I know, decisions when we're doing this.
Incoming decisions. Now, what I'm going to do is take this one, and again, I'm going to place... See, that would look really nice with some of those actually full-coloured foil, because then you could change the red and do the green leaves or gold leaves.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of stencil spray to my stencil, and we're going to create our hinge again. So I'm going to just tack my rice paper down. And then one of the reasons why I tack this rice paper down, opposing to use the magnets, is because it's such a floaty surface. Sometimes it can slip out of a magnet easily. So it's not like a paper where you're going to get a solid grip on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that underneath here. In fact, actually lower that one down just a little bit so I've got room to make that hinge. So I'm going to go in the corner with it. There we go. And then we're going to pop this design, and then I've got a corner element there that we're going to use. So let's just tack our stencil in place with some tape, create that hinge again. There we go. And then let's grab that gold, because that is going to look amazing. So when you mentioned earlier, Amanda, about actually knowing that you can alternate your colours, this is how you do it, isn't it? So you're moving your colours around. All I'm going to do is lower that down into place, making sure my tape has never moved. If this tape came away, we'll just have to try and match it up the best we can, but the stencil spray and the tape are what's really going to help you along the way with this. Get it nice and smooth.
Especially when you've got an open surface like this.
Yes, absolutely. So, making sure that's within my line of my paper, it is. So we can go in here now. When we're using our foiling pen, I'm going round the edge first, like that. But then if you want to get larger surface coverage, we've got the wide nibs. Now, I don't know if there's any left. I know we did have them on the website. Definitely do check that out at Basket. But the wider nibs are going to give you full surface coverage. So look how fast I can now colour that in. And these are in addition to your foiling pen.
They are. If they're on the website, they're $9.99 and they do come in a double pack. They are incredible.
Oh, they're amazing. So I'm literally going in and it gets all of that foil. So actually, let's lift this up and show you in just a second.
David works with his quite upright. I lay my pen down.
Do you have yours like this?
Yes, I lay it down more.
So what would your advantage be, do you think, to laying down? Do you think you get more of a...
I get a smoother movement.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's give that a go. So I'm going to do my outer edge and see how I've got... See, this is the thing why you can get two in the bundle. So you can just chop and change.
Chop and change.
Chop and change.
Absolutely.
You're not having to wait for it to cool down each time.
This is how Mel likes to use it. She has her fine nib and goes round the outside edge. Then she goes in with the wide nib and does the colouring in. So it just makes it so quick. So quick when you've got that wide nib. And let David do a bit of a reveal.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, my
That's like
word.
it is when you purchase it.
That's incredible.
It's like it's been manufactured.
It does.
Yeah, exactly.
It absolutely does.
And you've got that at your fingertips at home when you've got the foiling pen, okay? So remember, it's a duo bundle today, $34.99, and you're getting two of these pens. Now, Mel has said previously on other shows that really, when we've got the foiling pen in stock, we can't keep it in stock. We don't really need to bundle it, and we don't really need to drop the price, but we have. Because we're really passionate about what this actual tool will do for all of you at home, we're giving you the opportunity of not just having one, but two. And that makes such a difference in your crafting as well. Being able to have both nibs and be able to work at the same time with them is fantastic. And also bringing it onto the Christmas shows at a fantastic deal. Maybe it's been a considered purchase previously, but now it isn't, but might be. It's somebody's Christmas present. You might, not that I'd want to part with it, but one might be for you and the other one might be for a Christmas friend or a crafty friend. You never know, okay, which is fantastic. Now, so $34.99. Shop foil for both of them is just amazing. I'm just going to do, while you're happy doing a little bit of colouring.
Cuddling.
Cuddling. Sorry.
I'm doing a bit of cuddling with my foil pen. It is nice and warm.
I'm going over here, everybody. Sorry. It's a good job.
I can't wait. I want to hear the and the st and the
and st. Anyway, so here we have our foiling pen. Okay, like I've just said, two, $34.99. Absolutely incredible deal. When you've got your foiling pen, you do also need your foils to go with it. You get in 3, 6, 9, 12 meters of foil with this. That was good maths, wasn't it? I had to count it on my fingers, like, but I did it. So you get in 12 meters of foil because there's 3 on each roll and there's 4 rolls. Yes, these sets. Yes, yeah. Emily's helping me this morning. Thank you for your assistance. This one is your classic. So you set a classic foils, 3 meters on each. There's 5, so that means 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Look at that. Really proud of myself that I did my 3 times table at that moment. You're going to get beautiful bronze. You're getting your classic gold, your rose gold, your silver, and that gorgeous chocolate brown, which again is stunning. And you've seen David working with it. You're going to use every little piece, which is phenomenal. Then we're going to go on to the glow. So in here, this is where you've got that beautiful pink. You've got your rainbow. Again, copper come rose gold. You've got your aurora borealis or your, yeah, a bit of holographic, exactly. And then your 2 golds. You've got a warm gold and a cooler gold, okay? Classic and vintage, maybe. Then we're going to go on to your intense. We've got that beautiful blue. The black is stunning because it looks like you've heat embossed something. Absolutely fabulous. Your Christmas colours, if you're into your traditional Christmas, that's where you're going to get your red and your green. Beautiful brushed silver and that fantastic fuchsia pink. That is in your shop intense for $14.99. Now, I think one of the, other than the foiling pen itself, the deal on the counter for this is phenomenal. So, £20 for a mystery bundle of stencils. So it makes it £2 a stencil because you're getting 10. So that is just one of them, okay? It will all vary. So this is just a sample of something you might get. So in here, we've got an alphabet. Then we've got a background script, which I adore a script. Anything words. You've got 4 in this one, okay? You've got your uppercase, lowercase, your ampersands, and your swirly edges. You've got your and. This one, you've got, shut up, you've got, again, it's double, it's a duo. Not only have you got your stencil, which is this, but you can use them both as a stencil. So you've got a larger and a smaller one, but you've also got that embossed one. Now, when we give you an embossed stencil within a packet, it's a little bit thicker and you can put it through your kit and caboodle machine. We've got the dotting one, which again is fantastic, more like a mandala. And then finally, absolutely stunningly beautiful rose. So now can you imagine inking through this and then you're going to go in with your foil pen and pick up highlights on your rose. Maybe you've done it in red and you're going to go back in on top with your gold foil. Now your foil will go on top of your inks, it will go on top of your cadence paints and things like that as well. So if you line your stencil back up, you can go back in with the foil. That is £20. Brilliant bargain. Next one is the cardstock. You're getting 50 sheets of 180 GSM black card. Have you got any of this black card with you, David? There, you have now. There you are. That's for you.
Oh, yeah, there we are. I had a sheet with me.
You did have a sheet with you.
I've just dropped it. I'll stay with you, shall I?
You're going to stay with me,
I'll
are
stay
you?
with you. Yeah, sure. I'll stay
then
with you.
Then we've got our cello bags again, which is amazing. So you're going to get all these different sizes, C6, 6x6. Everything that we've got here, you've got square, DL, A5, and then all the way to your A4, and I believe there's 400 cello bags in there.
Yeah,
it's
that's
50
a lot.
of each. Amazing bargain, fantastic. Now we've also got, again, thinking about Christmas, this printable.
Oh, the holographic sticker sheets are brilliant. Now, you can foil on top of them once you've done your holographic printing as well, which is amazing. The stickers, so they're going to go onto things like glassware, ceramics, they will go onto cards, they will go onto... You could do holographic bin numbers if you wanted to for your front garden. How nice would that look?
If you're wanting to be all fancy schmancy, you can. But look at the detail, because they are printable. Now, that's what makes it quite special, is that they are printable ones, which is beautiful. So now think about doing your cards and things. It's just a sticker. That's all it is, it's a sticker. And you can die cut it. It goes through your scan and cut beautifully as well. So all of that for, so $14.99, and there's 12 sheets for your holographic printable. We do have our rainbow mirror card as well, which again is fantastic. You're getting 30 sheets in this one.
Look at all the colours in there.
It's stunning. Absolutely
How does
stunning.
it do it?
I don't know.
I want to know. I want to know how it works.
It's a special process, isn't it? It's a layer upon layer process.
It's amazing.
It is amazing, okay? If you're wanting to do some shaker cards for Christmas, absolutely you can. We had the domes on the other day and they are fantastic. You're going to get 12 of these. They're 9 centimetres in diameter, and I put loads of ideas. Look at our Peggy. Peggy's in there.
I think these are so cool. You could put them together.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
I was just thinking, and it's only
put
just
them
occurred
together,
to me.
Make an actual...
You can make a bauble.
Bauble, yes you can. Put your printables in the middle. You can put your stickers and things on there like I did there. Absolutely. There's so many different variations of being able to work with these. It's beautiful. Then if you're just wanting some card blanks and you're wanting a deal, okay? Now again, these are stash builders.
Yes.
You're getting 50 of these, and these are your specialised cardstock, already pre-scored with your envelopes, okay? So you're getting 100 because it's a duo pack. That's shop white, $9.99.
So these will be 4x4 inside. They're like a pearlescent finish as well on the surface. You get this wonderful sort of shimmery pearlescent. They're all pre-scored. It's
a double-sided pearl as well. So inside your card, it's not that it's pearl on the outside and it's a matte white inside.
Oh.
No, it's double-sided. It's fabulous quality card blanks. Brilliant.
Great for Christmas. They're like the ones you're going to use for all of the neighbours.
Yep,
maybe you're going to maybe you need to do loads of cards, and you're going to get the ones done for like colleagues and things like that.
Yes.
They're still going to give you a wonderful professional
Absolutely
finish.
Stunning. Then we're moving on to the craft card. Now, like I said earlier, the ones that are your more specialised card stocks actually go up in price, and you will find craft card is one of those that you'll find is more expensive. However, this bundle that we've got here is phenomenal, and it's a double duo again. But not only have you got craft cards, the envelopes are
I love this
as
set.
well.
They're my favourites.
These are fantastic.
They're so expensive to buy. Well, when I say they're expensive, this is just a really good deal, because individually craft card, we know how much it can cost.
Well, normally for all 4 of those, it would be the best part of £30, £27.96 for these. Okay, you get in all 4 packs, so that's 100 cards and blanks for $10.99. That's a cracking deal.
$10.99, Amanda, that's amazing.
It is amazing deal. And then again, going to this specialised, already embossed cardstock. So if you're somebody that hasn't got embossing folders, not to worry, because we're bringing you this lovely collection of pre-done. So this is Shop Everyday Embossed, 280 GSM, and you get in 30 sheets. So these are more of your backgrounds and things like that, you know, your standard ones that you would see, your generics, which is beautiful. That's one of my favourites, the numbers.
It is, and I'm going to apologise in advance for anyone at home, because it is quite tricky to capture it on camera, but they are beautiful. I can assure you they are very beautifully embossed. That's your first set.
And then this one is going more to your florals. So this is Shop Floral, again, same quality, 280 GSM, just gorgeous, gorgeous embossed. You've got roses and everything in here.
These remind me of like expensive wallpapers.
Yes.
When they're flocked.
Yes, absolutely. The designs are stunning.
Our old house used to have that wallpaper, and I could push my fingernail into it, and because it had that many layers of paint on top of it, you could like dint it. And I was like, what are you doing? Reminds me of that.
Nothing. I'm not doing anything.
Not doing anything. She's like, you're not doing that together here. That's what it reminds me of, but it feels lovely. You just want to go like that to it, don't you?
But again, other than your numbers, because obviously
Oh,
on the
look,
debox
that looks
side
beautiful.
they'll be upside down. But both sides are gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and they are reasonably new. We've only had them last week,
Yeah.
at the back end of last week. So if you haven't already got those, that's reason that they are a reasonably new product. You won't have seen them before. Are you going to do a little bit
Should
on
we do a
the,
quick
on the
look
black,
at-
on,
yeah.
quickly on the black
We've literally got, how long have we
cardstock?
got? 40 seconds, Amanda.
Is that all?
Well, what we'll quickly do instead is I'll quickly just reveal this for you. How many seconds, Amber? 35. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go in with my berries.
Oh, have you doing your berries?
Doing my berries. There we go. This is like speed foiling.
And you
There we
can.
There we are.
Ah, David, that's beautiful.
Look at that. And we
Look
did that
how
with
that
the foil
lifts
pen.
that rice paper. That's stunning.
I know. I've enjoyed this show. It's been lovely, and it's lovely to spend an hour foiling with you all. But we're going to be back at 11 o'clock, aren't
11
we?
o'clock, it's me and David again.
It's full on Christmas.
It is full on Christmas. I didn't really realise it was full on Christmas. Otherwise, I would have come dressed as Mrs. Christmas, like I would not.
Can you imagine 36 degrees? if you get breakdown on the way.
With me tights and me red slippers and everything on, that would have been interesting, wouldn't it? I'd have scared them to freebies in McDonald's. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always, having your company. Stay tuned for the next hour, because it's another incredible hour, and we'll see you all real soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.